Hi there, welcome to T5. This is T, and today we've got our market study for Thursday, July 19th, 2007. Alright, starting things off here, pretty interesting day. It kind of dropped all day, started out pretty bad this morning, and then right there at the end of the day, they bought all this stuff up. And as you can see here on the S&P 500, what that's basically done is created a big old hammer. You have the same sort of situation here in the NASDAQ, and very similar one here in the Dow. Looking over the transports, they had more of a spunky day today. The utilities still kind of debating after this somewhat choppy action out there. And you see the same sort of action in the large caps. Small caps did the same sort of thing, and again trying to decide if this resistance area is going to get taken out. And there it is on the small caps. Checking out the commodities here, you can see that the dollar has just continued its slide down. Bonds still chopping around sideways, not doing too much. Big breakout here in gold, as you can see. Finally took out that little high and breaking this pretty significant area of resistance. That was a big driver of the commodity board here. That along with oil. Oil had a pretty good day today, kind of climbing up, back up to that 75 point. Looking over the sectors here, number one was energy today. A lot to do with oil there, and again, nice engulfing type pattern on the energy sector, but again, been in an uptrend for a while. Utilities, second best performer, again, still kind of chopping around sideways here. You had the material sector kind of continue its run up. Again, would like to see this pull back a little before I get too excited. Consumer staples, what can you say when nothing's happening? The industrials still kind of continuing their run up here. Here in the healthcare area, again, same sort of hammer formation, but don't read too much into it into this sideways type of market. Telecom, nothing going on. Technology, put in the same sort of hammer as the rest of the NASDAQ market. Finance went all over the board today. And the big loser, believe it or not, was the semiconductors. So let's go ahead and give this a market rating for the day. Looking over the market grid here, nothing really changed today. Still, my big problem is everything says I should be bullish, and I'm just struggling because I'm looking at these breadth indicators saying, hey, is there any sort of sell signals or anything to kind of clue me in there might be a top? And there's nothing. We had a huge hammer today during a pullback in what is clearly an uptrend. So I don't know where my hesitation's really coming from, but I am going to be brave here a little bit and move my market rating from a 1 and actually change that up to a 2. Ended up working today, so no day trades going on. Let's go ahead and review the swing trades we have going on right now. Let's first start with FLIR, and remember this is the one I only got a couple shares on, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, move my stop up. I think I made a whopping $80 or something, so I'm booking that money and I'm running. AMAG is just torturing me. Look at this sideways chop. I did add to that one-day trade, and as you can see today, it did that little spike up. It didn't stop me out of my major position, but it did stop me out of the day trade position today. I'm just going to have to leave this thing alone. I wouldn't be surprised if this one just buckles me and takes me out for a stop. The next is CFC. As you can see, I have moved my stop down, and I did this yesterday. After the big red day, I did move it down to protect my capital and at least get to break even. I think because of the area of the market's in here, I'm going to go ahead and leave this at break even and see what it ends up doing. I'm going to risk the money I've made. My capital's safe, so I just like this area, and I'm going to go ahead and gamble this one. We had this little gap down on MBL today, which I think gave me an opportunity to not totally eliminate my risk, but as you can see, I did shave chunks of it off. If I can get one little move through that blue line, I will get to break even and be sitting on a free trade, and that's all I can ask in this world. Got into OMX yesterday, not much happened today, just kind of hanging out, so early on in the trade, we'll give it a chance to develop. SFI, we had a good move down in SFI today on a little better volume, which is always nice to see. We didn't quite get that initial risk point, but because we did have a dramatic move down, and with the hammer in the overall market, I went ahead and shaved off some risk. I didn't get to break even, but I did shave off some of the risk on this trade. A little early, but because it's short in an up market, I'm going to kind of protect my capital and save what I can out of these things. Had quite a few orders in today, and the only one I got filled on is Lehman Brothers. As you can see here, it gapped down, came back up and filled me, and then ran all the way down. Really want to move my stop on this. I'm doing everything in my power just to be a little bit patient on it. Still a little early on in the project here to do the portfolio review, but we did shave off quite a bit of risk today. Still holding quite a few shorts with no longs, and in this kind of market condition, seems a little out of whack to me. I'd be much happier if I can get all of these to break even as soon as possible. Alright, let's go ahead and see what I found on the first run. Alright, on the first run, you guys, I didn't do too much work. I opened up this list of longs and saw a pretty good list still, and you'll see most of these are the same from last night. I'm not even going to bother running shorts given the fact I'm in an uptrend and I have a good chunk of my portfolio already short with no current longs in place. So I'm probably going to look some of these longs over and choose one or two of these to play out. Again, don't want to get too buried long, but definitely not even going to bother looking for any shorts at this point. Starting off here with some trading thoughts, mistakes. You know, we're human. All of us make mistakes. I made a classic by getting the limit and the stop portions of my entry order messed up on a trade today. I sit and double check this stuff. Why? Just because of the human error that goes into setting up a plan and then transferring that plan to your broker statement. And it even caught me today. So, you know, such is life. We're humans, we're not perfect, and we're not striving for perfection. But make sure you do your work and try to do it as thoroughly as possible, and who knows, I'll find out in hindsight if life was kind to me by letting me miss that trade or if I end up missing something huge. You guys have a great night and have a great day trading tomorrow. Again, feel free to visit this t5trading.blogspot.com where this video with several other videos will be posted throughout the next couple months. Alright, have a great one and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.